hasn't been open for a decade or more. The ivy's climbing up the handle and the door. It's stuck in a position of welcome and away, in the middle of the garden where the shadows like to play. I got a jar of oil and a heavy iron key, trying to unlock the part of you that's still in me. But the metal is stubborn and the hinges are tight, fighting against the pressure and the fading of the light. A little bit of friction, a little bit of grit, a heart that's grown weary of the fire and the pit. It's a rusty latch on a forgotten garden gate, guarding all the secrets that we left to navigate. Give it one more pull, give it one more try, underneath the ceiling of the heavy violet sky. The corrosion is a witness to the salt in the air, the residue of silence and the ghost of a prayer. I can hear the metal groaning as I lean against the wood, wishing I could change the things I never understood. Let the weather do its work on the copper and the tin. Let the wildflowers find a way to grow within. We don't need to force it, we don't need to break the lock. Just listen to the turning of the ancient inner clock. The red dust of time is a beautiful stain, a story written clearly by the wind and by the rain. It's a rusty latch on a forgotten garden gate, guarding all the secrets that we left to navigate. Give it one more pull, give it one more try, underneath the ceiling of the heavy violet sky. They used to swing with a simple, easy grace, when we were the rulers of this hallowed little place. Now it's just a barrier, a boundary of rust, turning every promise into particles of dust. Creak and groan, all on its own. It's a rusty latch on a forgotten garden gate, guarding all the secrets that we left to navigate. Give it one more pull, give it one more try, underneath the ceiling of the heavy violet sky. Let it stay closed, the truth is exposed. A rusty latch. lying in the moss, where the dampness starts to seep, secrets in the timber that the forest used to keep. The center has been eaten by the insects and the thyme, a weathered sanctuary in the middle of the prime. I'm a fallen giant with a belly full of air, echoing the whispers of a long-forgotten prayer. The bark is thick and rugged, but the heart is gone away. Just a shell of timber in the cooling of the day, resonating loudly with the thunder and the rain. A wooden resonator for the pleasure and the pain. It's a hollow love, a drum for the wind, where the ending of the story is about to begin. Nothing on the inside but the shadows and the ghost in the quiet places where we're needed the most. I've used it as a bridge across a muddy little stream, walking on the fragments of a prehistoric dream. It's stronger than it looks and it's older than it seems, held together only by the sunlight and the beams. The squirrels and the foxes have a kingdom in the dark, sheltered from the furnace of a summer-scented spark. I'll sit upon the surface and I'll listen to the ground, tracing all the ripples of a subterranean sound. Empty, but it's heavy with the wisdom of the earth, a cavern of a spirit for a monumental birth. It's a hollow love, a drum for the wind, where the ending of the story is about to begin. Nothing on the inside but the shadows and the ghost in the quiet places where we're needed the most. You can hear the echo when you knock upon the side, a place for all the memories and the honesty to hide. It doesn't need a blossom and it doesn't need a leaf to be the perfect vessel for a temporary grief. Thump, thump over the hump. It's a hollow love, a drum for the wind, where the ending of the story is about to begin. Nothing on the inside but the shadows and the ghost in the quiet places where we're needed the most. Wooden drum, listen to it. hollow log. The dew is hanging heavy on the spider's silver lace. The sun is just a ghost with a pale and hidden face. I'm walking through the vapors of a dream that wouldn't end, looking for the silhouette of a long-lost friend. The hills are wrapped in cotton, the valley's in a shroud. I'm standing in the center of a low-lying cloud. The dampness is a comfort, a chill upon the skin, before the noisy business of the daylight can begin. Everything is muffled, every color is a blur, like the soft vibration of a secret being whispered to her in the misty morning, where the edges disappear. Nothing is quite certain, nothing is quite clear. A beautiful deception of the light and of the air, finding all the magic that is hiding everywhere. I've spent my life in neon, I've spent my life in glare, but I prefer the mystery of the moisture. It's a natural protection from the harshness of the view. Everything is ancient and everything is new. The trees are tall cathedrals in the middle of the haze, lost inside the rhythm of these slow and quiet days. I'll brew a pot of herbal tea and sit upon the stone, feeling quite connected while I'm standing all alone. The barometer is falling as the temperature descends in this liquid garden where the horizon starts and ends. In the misty morning, where the edges disappear, nothing is quite certain, nothing is quite clear. A beautiful deception of the light and of the air, finding all the magic that is hiding everywhere. Wait for the evaporation of the heavy-hearted gray, but don't be in a hurry to chase the fog away. The clarity is overrated, the sharpness is a lie. just to wander underneath the milky sky. Soft, white, gentle light in the misty morning, where the edges disappear. Nothing is quite certain, nothing is quite clear. A beautiful deception of the light and of the air, finding all the magic that is hiding everywhere. Misty morning, no warning, fading away. Moving in a line that is straight and true, but the destination is completely out of view. Parallel to everything I used to know, watching the seasons and the garden grow. I'm a constant motion in a single plane, ignoring the pleasure and ignoring the pain. Velocity is steady and the path is clear, leaving the wreckage of the yesteryear. No turning back to the left or the right, chasing the horizon through the neon light. In a linear drift, sliding through the day, watching the colors as they turn to gray. A constant vibration in the middle of the road, carrying a heavy and a hidden load. The geometry of life is a cruel design when you're stuck on the border of a finish line. I've been a circle and I've been a square, now I'm just an arrow in the chilly air. The perspective is narrow but the focus is sharp. Listen to the tension on the electric harp. Don't look at the houses or the passing trees, just follow the scent of the salty seas. Momentum is a ghost that will never sleep. Promises are easier for a drifter to keep. In a linear drift, sliding through the day, watching the colors as they turn to gray. A constant vibration in the middle of the road, carrying a heavy and a hidden load. Is there an ending to this long-distance track? Or are we just echoes that are never coming back? The mathematics of the soul are quite complex, wondering exactly what is coming up next. Keep moving, keep straight. Don't hesitate. In a linear drift, sliding through the day, sky is turning charcoal and the air is getting thick. The lightning is a jagged and a terrifying trick. I'm sitting on a swing with a glass of lemonade, watching how the colors of the afternoon fade. The dust is kicking up and the screen door starts to bang to the rhythm of the blues that the lonely elders sang. I'll grab my old Gibson and I'll tune it to the wind, letting all the chaos of the atmosphere begin. The barometer is shaking and the roof is starting to moan, the loudest kind of silence that I've ever really known. On a stormy porch, waiting for the rain to wash away the worry and the residue of pain. Let the thunder rumble through the marrow of the bone while we watch the weather from my wooden weathered throne. Drop hits the railing with a heavy silver thud, turning all the dry earth into a riverbed of mud. I'm playing for the clouds and I'm playing for the gales, a melody of thunder that will never ever fail. The hanging plants are dancing in a frantic wild display, losing all the heat of a long and humid day. I'll wrap myself in flannel and I'll listen to the roar, safe behind the threshold of the sturdy oaken door. Electric in the fingers, electric in the sky, watching all the heavy-headed tempests passing by. On a stormy porch, waiting for the rain to wash away the worry and the residue of pain. Let the thunder rumble through the marrow of the bone while we watch the weather from our wooden weathered throne. Witness all the glory of the chaotic night. Boom, crack, no turning back. On a stormy porch, waiting for the rain to wash away the worry and the residue of pain. Let the thunder pouring down on the wood, doing what the water should. Stormy porch. The gate hasn't been opened for a decade or more. The ivy is climbing up the handle and the door. It's stuck in a position of welcome and away, in the middle of the garden where the shadows like to play. I've got a jar of oil and a heavy iron key, trying to unlock the part of you that's still in me. But the metal is stubborn and the hinges are tight, fighting against the pressure and the fading of the light. A little bit of friction, a little bit of grit, a heart that's grown weary of the fire and the pit. It's a rusty latch on a forgotten garden gate, guarding all the secrets that we left to navigate. Give it one more pull, give it one more try, underneath the ceiling of the heavy violet sky. The corrosion is a witness to the salt in the air, the residue of silence and the ghost of a prayer. I can hear the metal groaning as I lean against the wood, wishing I could change the things I never understood. Let the weather do its work on the copper and the tin. Let the wilder flowers find a way to grow within. We don't need to force it, we don't need to break the lock. Just listen to the turning of the ancient inner clock. The red dust of time is a beautiful stain, a story written clearly by the wind and by the rain. It's a rusty latch on a forgotten garden gate, guarding all the secrets that we left to navigate. Give it one more pull, give it one more try, underneath the ceiling of the heavy violet sky. Grace, when we were the rulers of this hallowed little place. Now it's just a barrier, a boundary of rust, turning every promise into particles of dust. Creak all on its own. It's a rusty latch on a forgotten garden gate, guarding all the secrets that we left to navigate. Give it one more pull, give it one more try, underneath the ceiling of the heavy violet sky. Let it stay closed, The truth is exposed, rusty latch. The anchor drops with a muffled, heavy thud. Beneath the surface of the harbor's silver mud. No more white caps, no more salt upon the skin. Finally the stillness of the heart can begin. Wrestled with the gale and the hurricane's roar, searching for the outline of a friendly shore. My sails are tattered and my hull is turning gray, but I found a sanctuary inside of the bay. The lighthouse is resting, its work is finally done, waiting for the arrival of the morning sun. In the quiet harbor, where the water is still, safe from the hunger and the winter's chill. Rest your weary head upon the wooden deck. No more heavy chains around a sailor's neck. The ropes are creaking in a rhythmic kind of song to the places in the distance where we used to belong. The gulls are sleeping on the tops of the poles, guarding the secrets of our travel-worn souls. The tide is rising in a slow and steady creep, folding the village into a dream, heavy sleep. I'll light a candle in the cabin of a boat and write a final letter that I'll never have to float. The stars are reflecting in the mirror of the deep, promises we're finally allowed to keep. In the quiet harbor, where the water is still, safe from the hunger and the winter's chill. Rest your weary head upon the wooden deck. No more heavy chains around a sailor's neck. Far horizon line, but here the atmosphere is mellow and divine. No more navigation, no more looking at the stars, healing the bruises and the deep-seated scars. The water wooden deck. No more heavy chains around a sailor's neck. Drop the heavy load. No more open road, quiet harbor. Footprints frozen in a sea of silent white. Tranquility is heavy in the middle of the night. No atmosphere to carry the sound of a cry. Just the empty hollow of an endless black sky.
Kicking up the powder of 1,000 falling stars, light years away from the Mercury and Mars.
The gravity is gentle,
a feather on the chest.
Finally the traveler can find a place to rest. Weightless and wandering through the cosmic debris, searching for a shore on a crater-filled sea. Lunar dust, silver and so cold, a story of the universe that's never been told. Of a lonely spinning sphere, wiping out the memory of every human fear.
I've looked back at the planet, a marble of blue, thinking of the chaos that we put each other through. But up here the silence is a holy kind of thing. Listen to the vacuum and the song it doesn't sing.
Fine gray velvet on the ridges of the dark, waiting for the ignition of a celestial spark. My shadow is a giant on the desolation plain, far beyond the reaching of the sorrow and the rain.
The sun is just a beacon in the distance so far, guided by the vibration of a prehistoric star.
Lunar dust, silver and so cold, a story of the universe that's never been told. Glittering on the surface of a lonely spinning sphere, wiping out the memory of every human fear.
We're just particles of light in a vacuum of time,
Trying to find footsteps of the ancient frontier, floating slow, nowhere to go. Lunar dust, silver and so cold, a story of the universe that's never been told, glittering on the surface of a lonely spinning sphere, wiping out the memory of every human fear.
Silver powder
In the air,
loneliness everywhere.
lunar dust. Lunar dust. Voices bouncing off the brick and the cold steel, telling us exactly how the lonely people feel.
The shout in the alleyway becomes a distant hum,
Waiting for the answers that never seem to come.
I sang a song to the ghost of the boulevard,
Finding that the concrete
is
unforgivingly hard.
my melody returned with a hollow,
Metallic ring
like a broken bird
that has forgotten how to sing. The vibration lingers in the tunnels of the night, long after the fading of the last electric light. It's an urban echo, repeating every name,
in a city where the players
and the rules remain the same. A ghost in the frequency, a ripple in the air, searching for a witness who is no longer there.
I heard my guitar weeping from a rooftop far away,
An imitation of the things I didn't mean to say.
the sound waves are traveling through the smog and the rain,
Mapping out the borders of the pleasure and the pain. The sirens are a choir in the distance so deep, waking up the memories that were meant to stay asleep. I'm whispering a secret to the shadow on the wall, watching it reverberate through the empty hall. A sonic signature written on the wind, the ending of the story where the silence should begin. It's an urban echo, repeating every name,
in a city where the players
and the rules remain the same. yourself again.
The cycle of the city
Here's a wheel of where and when. It's a mirror made of sound, a glass of pure vibration, the haunting of a lonely and a weary-eyed nation. Where did the time go? It's an urban echo, repeating every name,
in a city where the players
and the rules remain the same. A ghost in the frequency, a ripple in the air, searching for a witness who is no longer there. Bouncing back to you, echo through the blue. Listen, listen. The incense curls in a violet vine, tangled in the rafters of this mind of mine. The lavender shadows are beginning to creep across the threshold of a troubled sleep.
I'm breathing in the haze of a spent regret, a velvet curtain that I haven't pulled yet. The neon sign is flickering a bruised up glow to the rhythm of a river that is moving slow.
Nothing is solid, nothing is quite real, when the amethyst clouds are the only thing you feel. Oh, purple smoke rising from the floor, I don't wanna see the world anymore. Hide the sharp corners and the jagged-edged truth in the swirling vapor of our wasted youth.
I've got a cigar and a box of old blues and a dusty pair of worn out traveling shoes. The air is getting thick and the light is getting low. I'm ready for the embers and the afterglow.
The edges of the room are starting to blur, like the soft vibration of a kitten's purr. I'll find a melody in the middle of the mist, a ghostly secret that was never kissed, dissolving the borders between the day and night, turning the darkness into ultraviolet light. Oh, purple smoke rising from the floor, I don't wanna see the world anymore. Hide the sharp corners and the jagged-edged truth in the swirling vapor of our wasted youth.
It's a chemical dance,
It's a spiritual flight
through the hazy corridors of a dream-filled night.
Don't look for the exit,
Don't look for the sun.
the journey of just begun, slowly rising,
so
disguising. Purple smoke rising from the floor. I don't wanna see the world anymore. Hide the sharp corners and the jagged edge, truth in the swirling vapor of our wasted youth. Vanish away into the haze. Purple smoke, end of the maze. Lying in the moss, where the dampness starts to seep, secrets in the timber that the forest used to keep.
the center has been eaten by the insects and the time.
A weathered sanctuary in the middle of the prime.
I'm a fallen giant with a belly full of air, echoing the whispers of a long forgotten prayer.
The bark is thick and rugged, but the heart is gone away. Just a shell of timber in the cooling of the day, resonating loudly with the thunder and the rain. A wooden resonator for the pleasure and the pain. It's a hollow log, a drum for the wind, where the ending of the story is about to begin. Nothing on the inside but the shadows and the ghost in the quiet places where we needed the most.
I've used it as a bridge across a muddy little stream, walking on the fragments of a prehistoric dream.
It's stronger than it looks and it's older than it seems,
Held together only by the sunlight and the beams.
the squirrels and the foxes have a kingdom in the dark, sheltered from the furnace of a summer-scented spark. I'll sit upon the surface and I'll listen to the ground, tracing all the ripples of a subterranean sound. Empty, but it's heavy with the wisdom of the earth, a cavern of a spirit for a monumental birth. It's a hollow log, a drum for the wind, where the ending of the story is about to begin. places where we're needed the most. You can hear the echo when you knock upon the side, a place for all the memories and the honesty to hide. It doesn't need a blossom and it doesn't need a leaf to be the perfect vessel for a temporary grief. Thump, thump, over the hump. It's a hollow log. But the shadows and the ghosts in the quiet places where we're needed the most. Wooden drum, listen to it hum. Hollow log. The dew is hanging heavy on the spider's silver lace. The sun is just a ghost with a pale and hidden face.
I'm walking through the vapors of a dream that wouldn't end,
looking for the silhouette of a long-lost friend.
The hills are wrapped in cotton, the valley's in a shroud.
I'm standing in the center of a low-lying cloud.
The dampness is a comfort,
a chill upon the skin before the noisy business of the daylight can begin. Everything is muffled, every color is a blur, like the soft vibration of a secret being whispered to her in the misty morning where the edges disappear. Nothing is quite certain, nothing is quite clear. Beautiful deception of the light and of the air, finding all the magic that is hiding everywhere.
I've spent my life in neon, I've spent my life in glare,
but I prefer the mystery of the moisture in the air. It's a natural protection from the harshness of the view. Everything is ancient and everything is new. The trees are tall cathedrals in the middle of the haze, lost inside the rhythm of these slow and quiet days. I'll brew a pot of herbal tea and sit upon the stone, feeling quite connected while I'm standing all alone. The barometer is falling as the temperature descends in this liquid garden where the horizon starts and ends. In the misty morning where the edges disappear, nothing is quite certain, nothing is quite clear. A beautiful deception of the light and of the air, finding all the magic that is hiding everywhere.
Wait for the evaporation of the heavy-hearted gray,
But don't be in a hurry to chase the fog away. The clarity is overrated, the sharpness is a lie. Better just to wander underneath the milky sky. Soft white, gentle light in the misty morning where the edges disappear. Nothing is quite certain, nothing is quite clear. Beautiful deception of the light and of the air, finding all the magic that is hiding everywhere. Misty morning, no warning, fading away. Steel and transparency rising through the air,
leaving the gravity
of every little care.
The
City is shrinking like a toy on the floor as we climb toward the ceiling of a million-story door.
I'm looking through the walls at the world down below, watching the ants and the traffic light glow. It's a vertical journey in a crystalline box, breaking the chains and the heavy-duty locks.
Going up, going higher than the eagles can fly, touching the belly of the electric blue sky. In a glass elevator, suspended in the light, ascending the tower in the middle of the night. Smooth as a whisper and fast as a dream, a silver reflection in a vertical stream.
The lobby is a memory, the street is a ghost. I'm heading for the summit where I'm needed the most.
No stops, pressure and the modern day stress.
The clouds are rushing past like a high-speed train,
washing the windows of the sorrow and the rain.
I can see the curvature of the earth's lonely face
from the silent comfort of this elevated space. Don't look down, just look at the view. Everything's changing and everything's new. In a glass elevator, suspended in the light, ascending the tower in the middle of the night. Smooth as a whisper and fast as a dream, a silver reflection in a vertical stream. Of a mechanical will, going up to the top. In a glass elevator, suspended in the light, ascending the tower in the middle of the night. Smooth as a whisper and fast as a dream, a silver reflection in a vertical stream. Higher and higher, leaving the fire. Glass elevator. The incense curls in a violet vine, tangled in the rafters of this mind of mine. The lavender shadows are beginning to creep across the threshold of a troubled sleep.
I'm breathing in the haze of a spent regret, a velvet curtain that I haven't pulled yet. The neon sign is flickering, a bruised up glow, to the rhythm of a river that is moving slow.
Nothing is solid, nothing is quite real, when the amethyst clouds are the only thing you feel. Oh, purple smoke rising from the floor. I don't wanna see the world anymore. Hide the sharp corners and the jagged edge truth in the swirling vapor of our wasted youth.
I've got a cigar and a box of old blues and a dusty pair of worn out traveling shoes. The air is getting thick and the light is getting low. I'm ready for the embers and the afterglow.
The edges of the room are starting to blur like the soft vibration of a kitten's purr. I'll find a melody in the middle of the mist, a ghostly secret that was never kissed, dissolving the borders between the day and night, turning the darkness into ultraviolet light. Oh, purple smoke rising from the floor. I don't wanna see the world anymore. Hide the sharp corners and the jagged edge, truth in the swirling vapor of our wasted youth. Smoke has only just begun. Slowly rising, soul disguising. Oh, purple smoke rising from the floor. I don't wanna see the world anymore. Sharp corners and the jagged edge, truth in the swirling vapor of our wasted youth. Vanish away into the haze. Purple smoke, end of the maze. Founded in the dirt of a forgotten country lane, burnished by the sunshine and polished by the rain.
A lucky little token with a profile of a king,
the only bit of fortune that the morning had to bring.
It's worth a lot of nothing in the markets of the rich, but it's enough to keep a man from falling in the ditch.
I'll flip it in the air just to see which way it lands. A piece of dusty copper in my calloused, trembling hands.
Small change for a big world that's moving way too fast.
A metallic reminder of a value built to last. Just a copper penny shining in the mud, tainted by the sweat and the spirit and the blood.
It
tiny miracle that's worth $1 still.
I carried it in my pocket through the winters and the frost. The only thing I managed to keep when I was lost.
It's turned a little green at the edges of the rim, like a fading memory that's growing dark and dim.
I'll trade it for a wish at the bottom of the well,
a secret that the water is never gonna tell.
or I keep it as a treasure
in a velvet-lined box,
stronger than the iron and the heavy-duty locks.
1 cent for your thoughts in the middle of the night, before the early arrival of the horizontal light. Just a copper penny shining in the mud, tainted by the sweat and the spirit and the blood.
It won't buy a kingdom
or a mansion on the hill, but it's a tiny miracle that's worth $1 still.
Keep your diamonds
and your bars of solid gold.
I'll take the humble stories
that the copper has to hold.
It's been through 1,000 pockets
and 1,000,000 different hands, a traveler of the alleys and the wide open lands. Heads up, tails down, the luck of the town. Just a copper penny shining in the mud, shining in the mud, tainted by the sweat, tainted by the sweat and the spirit and the blood.
It won't buy a kingdom
or a mansion on the hill, but it's a tiny miracle that's worth $1 still. Keep it in your shoe,
lucky
through and through,
copper
penny. The sky is turning charcoal and the air is getting thick. The lightning is a jagged and a terrifying trick.
I'm sitting on the swing
with a glass of lemonade, watching how the colors of the afternoon fade.
The dust is kicking up and the screen door starts to bang to the rhythm of the blues
that the lonely elders sang.
I grab my old Gibson and I tune it to the wind, letting all the chaos
of the atmosphere begin. The barometer is shaking and the roof is starting to moan. The loudest kind of silence that I've ever really known. On a stormy porch, waiting for the rain to wash away the worry and the residue of pain. Let the thunder rumble through the marrow of the bone, while we watch the weather from our wooden weathered throne.
The first drop hits the railing with a heavy silver thud, turning all the dry earth into a riverbed of mud.
I'm playing for the clouds and I'm playing for the gale, a melody of thunder that will never ever fail. The hanging plants are dancing in a frantic wild display, losing all the heat of a long and humid day. I'll wrap myself in flannel and I'll listen to the roar, safe behind the threshold of the sturdy oaken door. Electric in the fingers, electric in the sky, watching all the heavy-headed tempers passing by. On a stormy porch, waiting for the rain to wash away the worry and the residue of pain. Let the thunder rumble through the marrow of the bone, while we watch the weather from our wooden weathered throne.
That's better than our own, a composition written
on a monumental stone.
Don't run for the cellar,
Don't run for the cellar,
don't run for the light,
don't run for the light
just witness all the glory
of the chaotic night.
boom, crack.
No turning back on a stormy porch, waiting for the rain to wash away the worry and the residue of pain. Let the thunder rumble through the marrow of the Footprints frozen in a sea of silent white. Tranquility is heavy in the middle of the night. No atmosphere to carry the sound of a cry, just the empty hollow of an endless black sky.
I'm kicking up the powder of 1,000 falling stars, light years away from the Mercury and Mars. The gravity is gentle, a feather on the chest. Finally the traveler can find a place to rest, weightless and wandering through the cosmic debris, searching for a shore on a crater-filled sea. Lunar dust, silver and so cold, a story of the universe that's never been told, glittering on the surface of a lonely spinning sphere, wiping out the memory of every human fear. Yeah. I've looked back at the planet, a marble of blue,
Thinking of the chaos that we put each other through.
but up here the silence is a holy kind of thing.
Listen to the vacuum and the song it doesn't sing.
Fine gray velvet on the ridges of the dark,
Waiting for the ignition of a celestial spark.
my shadow is a giant on the desolation plain,
Far beyond the reaching of the sorrow and the rain. The sun is just a beacon in the distance so far,
guided by the vibration of a prehistoric star.
lunar dust, silver and so cold,
A story of the universe that's never been told,
glittering on the surface of a lonely spinning sphere,
wiping out the memory of every
human fear.
We're just particles of light in a vacuum of time,
Trying to find the rhythm in a universal rhyme.
leave no trail behind you, let the traces disappear
Into the vastness of the ancient frontier. Floating slow, nowhere to go. Lunar dust, silver and so cold,
a story of the universe that's never been told,
glittering on the surface of a lonely spinning sphere,
wiping out the memory of every
human fear. Silver powder
in the air.
loneliness forgotten country lane, burnished by the sunshine and polished by the rain. A lucky little token with a profile of a king, the only bit of fortune that the morning had to bring.
It's worth a lot of nothing in the markets of the rich, but it's enough to keep a man from falling in the ditch.
I'll flip it in the air just to see which way it lands, a piece of dusty copper in my calloused, trembling hands.
Small change for a big world that's moving way too fast,
A metallic reminder
of a value built to last.
just a copper penny shining in the mud, tainted by the sweat and the spirit and the blood.
It won't buy
A kingdom or a mansion on the hill,
but it's a tiny miracle.
it's worth $1 still.
I carried it in my pocket through the winters and the frost, the only thing I managed to keep when I was lost.
It's turned a little green at the edges of the rim, like a fading memory that's growing dark and dim. I'll trade it for a wish at the bottom of the well, a secret that the water is never gonna tell. Or I'll keep it as a treasure in a velvet-lined box, stronger than the iron and the heavy-duty locks.
1 cent for your thoughts in the middle of the night,
Before the early arrival
of the horizontal light.
just a copper penny shining in the mud, tainted by the sweat and the spirit and the blood.
It won't buy a kingdom
Or a mansion on the hill,
but it's a
tiny miracle that's worth $1 still.
keep your diamonds and your bars of solid gold. I'll take the humble stories that the copper has to hold.
It's been through 1,000 pockets and 1,000,000 different hands, a traveler of the alleys and the wide open lands. Heads up, tails down, the luck of the town.
Just a copper penny
shining in the mud, tainted by the sweat and the spirit and the blood.
It won't buy a kingdom
Or a mansion on the hill,
but it's a tiny miracle
that's worth $1 still.
Keep it
In your shoe, lucky through and through.